All right, good morning. I say good morning, it's afternoon now. It's about 2 o'clock, and looks like it's about 50 degrees outside, 68 in here. So today I'm going to work on the lift. And I've cleaned the table off here, but you remember me pissing and moaning about the aluminum fittings and how they just didn't work well and all that kind of stuff, and I went ahead and threw them in the trash here. There's these here. I recommend not getting those, and that doesn't stand for Harbor Freight, that stands for high flow. But the more you pop that on and off just a couple of times, you see how that wore that ring on there, and they leak and they suck. So aluminum's just too soft in my opinion. So what I did is I went to Home Depot and bought these big heavy duty high flow couplers and got this big deal. So basically I'm going to ask a question here because I've got three different kinds of I bought this from the UK, had it sent, the gunman recommended it, and you can see here it adjusts down here. I haven't used it a whole lot to give any kind of review on it. This one I use all the time. This is by DeVelvis, and this is the one I use pretty much. I just take it off and switch from gun to gun. Well, I had bought this a few months back, and it was still in the box. Matter of fact, I just took it out of the box, had it sitting over here, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get all these couplers set out so I don't have to sit and change that out all the time, and I can just pick up a gun and go. And so I got to adjusting these, and I thought, I'll turn them all to 20 and see how things go. So I'm going to kind of take you along on this, and these are Iwata LPH 400s, and this is the Iwata Gunsa. This is what I use to spray primer and slick sand and all that kind of stuff through. But anyway, let me show you what's going on here. Let me bring you back. My battery's getting ready to die. I swatched the battery out. Alright, so hopefully you'll be able to see this. So, I've got these set to where they're at 20. You kick it on. You see my trigger here. Let's go about halfway. And it's kicked down to about 20 psi. When I go full tilt with the trigger, still sitting at 20 psi. Okay, so that's full trigger. 20 psi. The needle stays right where it is what I'm getting at. Okay, so that seems to be working properly. This one, same way. Got it set at 20 psi right there, half pull, full pull, doesn't change. Okay? You can hear it open up here more, but from half to. So here's my issue. This is brand new out of the box, and I just put this in. It's not upside down. I've looked and thought, and everything looks right. So I set this at 20 psi. So as soon as I go half pull, it goes down to where it should be, 20. Now it shouldn't change if it's like the rest of these, but watch what happens when I go full pull. It goes to nothing. Now it doesn't sound like it's changing here any at all, but that just doesn't seem right to me. That ought to stay just like those did, I would have thought, unless there's some kind of different something. But when you're squeezing this, you want this to be where you want it to be, you know what I mean? And if I was to actually squeeze this full trigger and keep it at 20, I'd actually be closer to probably 40. Okay, now, half trigger, I'm over 40. Full trigger, I come back down to 20. So I'm wondering if this is not faulty, which sucks because I just literally, this is brand new. I just bought it. Of course, I bought it off eBay, so it's going to be a pain if I try to send it back. And I think I only paid $20 for it. But tell me what you guys think about that. If you think it's just faulty, or I was really excited about this one because I thought, kind of cool. You got the little green zone, and you're between 20 and 30, and that's where you run most of your stuff. I won't run anything over 30 psi. Not with the high volume, low pressure gun. Normally my primer, my epoxy is going to be around 29 psi. When I spray, it's right around 20 psi for base coat, clear coat type stuff, or at least what I've done. So But yeah, that little dumping off like that, as you can see, I'm squeezing. I don't get it. So, tell me what you think that's faulty. Let me know. I'm a little disappointed in that because, you know, that's a DeVilbiss also, and I thought, you know, that's should be pretty good quality. But, see, there's the GTI Plus. If it'll focus in right. And this is just a regular DeVilbiss. I know that don't want to focus in. Hello. Hello. And then that's just this one here. Now this one here, you just turn this. I think the problem I would have is if you were to maybe move it with your hand somehow, but doesn't look like you would. I mean, depending, because you're going to be spraying like this. That's another thing. I don't spray with these up. I spray with them flipped over. That way, I can put my arm right there when I'm going up high. So those get in the way. The only reason I did that, flip them over so you guys can see them. But basically, they're either turned sideways or, you know, like that. So that's just me, though. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for that. I cleaned the table off and I was kind of setting that up, getting this ready for, you know, the next project or whatever. And yeah, today I've got to get up here and take all that down and take these cylinders completely out. And I figured I'd lay them across the table here and just work on them right here. You can see the mud over there. Got him in the shop with me today. So yeah, everything's kind of cleaned up, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not tripping over everything. These are the clear and some of the epoxy, if you guys are interested in any of this kind of stuff. The shrinkage type stuff. I know some guys keep their little pucks or whatever. Let me give you an idea. These, I'm not sure how old this is. There's the SPI epoxy, and it's nice and pretty and still flexible. Now, after some time, it'll get harder and less flexible. These are the clear coat. That's that badass PPG clear coat that we put on that car. And I sealed this one up. This one I didn't. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But let me put you on the stand here and we'll see if you guys are even interested in this. She's still stuck. She's still gummy. You can smell it. It's still off gassing. Man, that's really clear. Look at that. I mean, it's blue because it's the sky. You know what I mean? But really, really nice. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Ultimately the longevity, but PPGs, they're known for quality, so that's the good thing. Another thing is I bought this online, and I paid about half price for this. What you would go like here locally for the PPG clear, it was $566, and that was with them telling me they were cutting me a discount. Otherwise, it was going to be over $600. I paid $299 for a gallon of this. And I think that came with the activator, if I remember correctly. So you guys might get online, and if you're interested, I'll give you the link to the person that sells this, because I emailed him and said, hey, if I want more of this, can you get it for me? And the guy's like, oh yeah, I can get you as much as you want. So yeah, save you a lot of money. And like I said, I can't see any difference. At least as of yet. Yeah, this is a bigger, thicker deal of it. But, there you go. You can even see the DeVilbiss But yeah, that's pretty thick. That's over an inch thick probably. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that real quick. And you know, it did shrink, but they're all going to shrink some. That's what they're supposed to do. The shrunk. The only thing that I've got that doesn't shrink is this polyester primer. I think we've looked at this before. This stuff absolutely just does not shrink. Now this stuff is probably 6 or more months old, and there's almost no shrinkage. So, but poly, that's what poly's known for, is not, you know, not shrinking a lot like regular 2K primers will. So yeah, I got lots of this epoxy. So all right, there you go. So I'm gonna get on to this and put all this stuff up, but let me know what you think about the deal. I'm thinking this is just, I just got a faulty gauge probably. And I'll probably just buy another one because I really do like that. I think that's kind of a cool design, cool setup. That's why I bought it to begin with, because I thought, man, that's a cool looking, and it's made by DeVilbiss, so I figured, you know, it's got to be quality. But you know, maybe it was a Friday or a Monday and just didn't get the quality that it would have, you know, had somebody been paying attention or whatever. I don't know. But all right, see you guys. True story. I didn't have this little freaking deal in there, and so when that cylinder started coming down, it shot straight out. Shot all the way across there. So I bent down to pick up some rags thinking I could just put it over there, you know, until it bled down. As soon as I did that, shot all the way up my back, across the top of my head. I've got transmission fluid all over the place. This is why I wanted the Camaro gone before I did this. Because I didn't want transmission fluid all over the dadgum shop. If it can go wrong, it will. Murphy's Law. Hey guys, so I spent the last 2 hours looking for the seal kits that I bought for this. They're $80 a piece, so that's $160 with the seal kits, and I can't find them. I've looked, I've ripped my shop apart, I've looked all over the house, I've looked everywhere, I can't find them. So needless to say, I'm really, really frustrated, and I'm not going to be able to do anything else to this, so yeah, you know, yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, and I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky someday and find it, or I'll just have to spend $160, $80 for another couple set of seal kits for it. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So, all right, see you guys.